Welcome to the Ecommerce Alley podcast, where we believe that in order to build life-changing businesses, you need passionate leadership, smart operations, and of course, powerful marketing. My name is Josh Coffey. I am like the drink, but stronger. And I've spent the last 11 years helping many businesses generate hundreds of millions in sales with different marketing frameworks and coaching and implementation as well. And in this episode, I'm super excited because we're sitting in Q4, at least at the time of this recording, and we love Q4 because it's like the Super Bowl of the whole year, and there's more dollars spent online, particularly in physical products online, than any other quarter of the year, and many times it accounts for anywhere from 30 to 50% of revenue for most of the e-commerce brands that we work with. So this is like the season that if there's anything you do all year long, this should be a big priority and a big focus. And yes, with that, there is a lot of work required in order to truly win and see the benefits of it. So I'm excited to release this. We've been planning this for a little while, and every year we get to do this, and then we make nuanced changes to like what our tactics are going to be and how we're going to roll stuff out, or what plays we're going to do. And so I'm going to be giving you in this episode part one of our Ultimate 2024 Black Friday, Cyber Monday e-commerce playbook. And then I'm going to give you part two next week. And so this episode, part one, is going to cover the offer and it's going to cover the website. Those are the first two things that you need to make sure are set up and done properly. So you know what then you could do for part two, which is the content and the ads. So we're going to talk through the content and the components that need to be created, the assets that need created, and then how we're going to run our plays on the advertising side. And if you know me, then you know I super geek out on ads. Hopefully you do too. And if not, well, it's too bad. It's my podcast and I'm going to geek out on ads. If you do, however, listen to this and you listen next week and you're thinking, this is really cool. I'd love to see examples of this. I would love maybe some templates for this. And you want to get our email and social and ad templates and build your own personalized plan with us to have the best Black Friday that you've ever had. Well, we are hosting the 3-hour Best Black Friday Ever workshop on November 7th. Now, it is not free, but it is worth it and it will pay for itself, I promise. Because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to walk you through all these strategies. By the time you walk away, you're going to know what your offer is. You're going to know the assets you need to create. You're going to have the workbooks. You're going to have the templates. You're going to have all of the things that you need to go and implement a successful Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So we're charging a grand, big, whopping total of $95 to attend the workshop. And if you're interested, we'll have the link in the description. Go ahead and check that out. And if you go through it and you implement everything and you don't cover the workshop fee, just email our team and we will happily refund your ticket. Now this year, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's going to be a little different for a few reasons and just some things to think about. Number one, in the United States of America, there is an election happening right now. And on November 5th, that election's going to happen. So what that means is we're going to see some fluctuations in CPMs. And so as we kind of get to the election, you may be seeing this right now. You might be seeing over the next week or so until the election is over, the next week and a half, you're probably seeing some interesting things in your CPMs, the cost of advertising. You might be seeing some interesting things in your results and some dips because most of the spend and the attention is on the election. It's completely normal. Hold the line, keep going forward. Second thing is Black Friday, Cyber Monday goes into December this year. So we have Black Friday on November 29th, and then it goes all the way until December 2nd, which is Cyber Monday. And so what does this mean? Well, it means that number one, CPMs are going to continue climbing all the way up until November 5th. And then we're going to expect a slight decrease in CPMs for a week or so. And then they're probably going to begin that climb back up, just simply based on supply and demand. This also means that you, as the business owner trying to get product to customers for probably Christmas, have a lot less time to make that happen. So you're going to have less time to ship. And so if you produce your own products, it's wise to begin preparing just a surplus. If you make your own stuff, starting to get ahead on the product so that way you're not running like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to make stuff while also shipping stuff. And instead you could just focus on the shipping stuff so people get things in a more timely manner, because now we have about a week less than we did last year to get the product out and for people to actually receive it. This also means that there's a consolidated acquisition time frame. So everything is being pushed to like later in November. And so it doesn't mean that people aren't going to buy. It simply means that you have a smaller window in which people are buying. So it's just all that much more important that you have everything dialed in. So like, and when I say window of buying, what I mean is like generally we have Black Friday is like the kickoff day that people begin buying for Christmas. So some people begin earlier, but the majority begin on Black Friday, all the way until that shipping cutoff about mid-December, 15th, 16th, 17th, somewhere in that range. And so now we just have one less week. So it means that a lot of your acquisition has to be dialed really in, because instead of having 3.5 weeks to do your marketing and acquire people, you now have 2.5 weeks. And so that means that you just have to hit the ground running and be really prepared. And hopefully this podcast helps with that. And if you attend the workshop, it will for sure help you with that, so that way you're covering your bases and you have the best Black Friday ever. Okay, let's dive in. 2 things we're covering in this podcast. Part 1 of this 2-part series is the offers and the website. On the offers front, you can have a single offer or multiple offers, and you can also do a same offer or a split offer. So what this means is a single offer means that on Black Friday, you might run Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday, and you might do the same offer. And you could have a single offer like 25% off site-wide, or you could have multiple layered within that. You could say, hey, we have this collection has this has a mix and match, this has a buy X, get Y, and then we also have 30% off all clearance products on top of what they already marked down. Like you can have multiple offers within your Black Friday, Cyber Monday offers, or you can go really, really simple and go one offer for over the entire thing. And usually this is in the form of like site-wide discount. So it's usually like 25% off, 30% off the whole store. And so you have to decide, should you go single offer or are you going to layer multiple offers within that? And then the second question you need to answer is, are you going to do the same offer from Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday, or are you going to split it where it's like Friday through Sunday is a Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or Black Friday weekend offer, and then Monday is an entirely different offer? So those are 2 things you have to determine. Are you going to go single offer or multiple? And then are you going to do the same offer the whole Black Friday through Cyber Monday, or are you going to split it where Black Friday and Cyber Monday are different offers and they are separated? I'm going to give you my recommendations once I get through a couple of these things, but I want to talk through some offer structures and I want to talk through some considerations, and then I'm going to give you my recommendation on what I think that you should do as far as whether you should go single or multiple or same versus split. So let's talk about 9 offer structures that you can do. The first one, and these, by the way, are in order of what we see do well and what our favorites are because they're doing well. And so we've done this for a long time. We're 11 years in now, so this is going to be our 11th official Black Friday, Cyber Monday season. And what we've seen is, in order, these 9 offer structures work well. Number 1 is a percentage off site-wide. So this would be like, hey, save 30% off our entire store. And site-wide discounts, they are super easy to implement. They're typically reserved for major holidays. And yes, Black Friday, Cyber Monday qualify as that moment that you should really open it up. And I'm honestly more of a fan of doing site-wide deals only in major events, not doing them in like regular every other month promotions, but rather doing them once, twice a year, that you just like pool in all of those people in your email list and database and audiences that have been sitting on the fence or they haven't bought in a while. So this is hands down my favorite as far as offer structures when it comes to holidays and big key moments. So that number 1 is percentage off site-wide. Number 2 is percentage off a collection. So this could be like, hey, 25% off our fall candle collection. And this is great for seasonal products, I would say, or themed collections. And so if you have multiple different collections, this could be really, really good. Because it's different than site-wide, where you're only focusing on, hey, this batch, because I'm trying to really push these batches of products. And what this also can mean is, rather than giving site-wide, maybe you have a lot of product. Rather than giving site-wide deals on everything, you might just have particular products from each collection that you have that you want to curate into a Black Friday collection. That's what this means too. So you might just say, hey, I'm going to take 5 of these t-shirts, 4 of these hoodies, 6 of these pairs of socks, 3 of these different hats. You might take from the collections and then curate a Black Friday collection and only apply the discount on that collection. So that's offer structure number 2 that I like, percentage off a collection, similar to percentage off site-wide, except you get to curate and have a little bit more control over that. The third offer structure is dollars off a collection. So I could say, hey, save $2 on all soap or all candles. And if you sell products that are under $100, this is just another way to basically spin it as it's really a percentage off. If you're focusing on a collection that everything is, the soap is all $9 and you're giving $2 off, it's just a different spin on it and it feels a little different. And so this is something that we like to do. If soap is normally $9 and you give $2 off, it's easy to do the math. It's $7 versus if you were giving the percentage off, which whatever that $2 out of 9, whatever that percentage is a lot harder to do the math. So sometimes if you have product that is like a lower price point that people could easily do the math, this is a great one to do. So that's number 3, and it's dollars off a collection. Number 4 is buy X, get Y. And I'm a huge fan of this, especially if you have product that you have multiple variants of the product within a collection. So like if I had hats, for example, let's say you had like 18 different hats. I could say, hey, buy 1 hat, get 1 free. Buy 1 hat or buy 3 candles, get 2 free. This is a strong offer. It's super appealing. Again, when you have multiple variants, like if you have things that have multiple tastes or multiple scents or just multiple variants in general, like if you have hats with like different designs, it's a fantastic way to get your average order value up and get people buying deeper with you. So buy X, get Y. That's number 4. Now, number 5 is buy X, get Y for X dollars. And so this one is kind of fun, and it's really interesting because we've run tests on this where we've said, buy 3, get 1 free. And then we said, buy 3, get 1 for $1. And the buy 3, get 1 for $1 performed substantially better than getting 1 free. And my thought process is that like when people buy something, it feels different when you only have to pay $1 or 99 cents for something. When you only have to pay $1 for something, it's like you're still paying, but you feel like it's almost cheating because you're like, I only had to pay $1 for this when it's normally $30 for a t-shirt. And so these are things that this is an offer that does really well. Again, similar to the buy X, get Y, you're saying buy X, get Y for a certain dollar amount. And so things we've seen do really well with this is like, hey, buy 2 shirts, get 1 for $5. Buy 3 shirts, get 1 for $1. And you could spin this in a lot of ways. And if you just run the math on it and figure out what the percentage is that what that percentage discount actually is. But spinning it like this can actually make you give away less margin, but it's a lot more appealing. Okay, that was number 5. Now, number 6 is a free gift with purchase. And this would be like saying, hey, buy a pair of shoes and get a pair of running socks. And this works really well because people just love free stuff. And if you use a great app, like we love an app called Monster Cart, where we love their stuff. We recommend it to all of our clients. Starts at like $13 a month. And it has a great cart and it allows you to do stuff like free gift with purchase. And it'll allow you to do like unlocks to where people spend a certain amount, then they get the free gift with purchase. And so we like doing free gifts with purchase because it's just people love free stuff. And it's also, by the way, a great way to move and liquidate slow moving or old inventory that is just sitting on your shelves that you're like, I just need to get rid of this stuff. And it's also a great way if you're introducing a new product to say, hey, get our new product when you spend X amount of dollars as a free gift. And so that's a great thing. Many people take advantage of that. This is a really, really good one, but that is number 6. Now, number 7 is similar to that, but this is a free gift card with purchase. And so it's similar to the free gift with purchase because you're giving them something free, but the thing that you're giving them is credit to your store to then potentially be used, potentially not be used, because there's a mathematical percentage of people that will not use the gift card. So if I said, hey, spend $99 and get a $25 gift card, that gift card cannot be applied to the $99. So I collect the full amount up front, but I now secure a potential second order that's going to move someone to place a second order much faster, and that $25 would just apply toward it if they use it. If they never use it, then great. I have $25 that I didn't have to pay out, but yet I got a customer that paid retail value for whatever I was selling. And so this is a kind of a spin on the free gift with purchase, but the free gift is a free gift card with purchase, which is, it could just essentially be a digital coupon code for $25 off. Number 8, and that's number 7. Number 8 is free shipping. And we recommend that everybody has a free shipping threshold, but this is different where you just remove the threshold and you say, hey, you give 2 different ways of doing this. We could say, hey, free shipping on all orders, or free shipping with 2 or more items. If you wanted to have at least 2 orders come through for it, that might still be under your regular shipping threshold. And free shipping is just, it flat out, it's a proven sales driver. Most people expect it. Amazon has normalized it, and hopefully you do it with a certain threshold. But if you just remove it, you've now removed a lot of friction to people that want to try you out. And while yes, you will have some people that just take advantage of you and they buy the $6 thing that costs you $6 they buy the cheapest thing in the whole store and it costs you $6 to ship. And so you're literally in the hole on it. You're going to also have these people that come in and place massive orders that are going to be more than they would normally purchase, but it's going to cover those people that take advantage of you. And I would say, by the way, that's not as common as you might think. Like, you might have this conspiracy theory in your mind. You might say, hey, everyone's gonna take advantage of me if I do this. Like, yeah, you want them to take advantage of you and take advantage of the offer. And you also want to get a lot more customers that you can produce more revenue in the long run. And so this is another great way to test that. And it's number 8, free shipping. And finally, offer structure number 9. And the reason I put this last is because I see this do the worst. And this is a tiered percentage off. So this is where you say, hey, save 10% when you spend 75, save 20% when you spend 200 or more, save 30% when you spend 250 or more. And this strategy essentially is encouraging higher average order values, higher cart values by rewarding people who spend more and giving them larger discounts. So it attracts a certain type of buyer. And I'm going to talk in a moment about that, but in general, we don't see this do super well. We actually see people get confused by it. So I wanted to throw it out there because it does work for some, but for most people, it confuses customers. It's just our experience. So those are 9 offer structures. And so as you're determining, like as you hear these, we have percentage off site-wide, percentage off a collection, dollars off a collection, buy X, get Y, buy X, get Y for certain amount of dollars, free gift with purchase, free gift card with purchase, free shipping, and tiered percentage off. The question is, well, what of these should I do? Like, we have 9 different offer structures that we really will use. If there's more, please let me know. I've never found one outside of these. And so we have 9 different offer structures that we use here. The question is, what do I do? And while I don't think there is one rule, one like right or wrong for everybody, I want to give you 10 really quick like offer considerations when you're determining what your offer should be. And then I'll tell you what I believe most people should do, even though you might be the outlier that does something different. So offer consideration number 1, it's okay to liquidate dead weight. So what this means is, like, don't be attached to your inventory that has been sitting on your shelves forever. Mark it down, even if it's just to your cost of goods. Like if you're selling something for $25 and you were able to buy it for $10, great. Who cares? Mark it down to 10, mark it to 15, mark it to something that will move it. So you could use this period of time to liquidate all of this crap that you've been sitting on and just recoup the cost of goods so that now that you've got the cash back out of it and those dollars are freed up to go work on growing the business in the direction that it's going with the products that people are loving and in the marketing channels that you need to put those dollars into versus just sitting on a shelf somewhere and not doing anything. Number 2 is to consider making your offers diverse. And so what this means is that if you're going to do multiple offers, don't make them super, super close. Instead, have great diversity within them. So here's what I would not do. Black Friday, 25% off. Cyber Monday, 30% off. Very similar offers. If you decide to split, what's going to happen is everybody on that buys on Black Friday finds out if they just waited till Monday, it would have been 5% more off. You're going to get a lot of ticked off customers. You're going to have issues. If you reverse it, if you give 30% off and then it's 25% on Cyber Monday, less people are going to buy because they know they missed out on the previous day getting 5% more off. And you're going to have people saying, I want that deal. And so if you're going to split it, make sure your offers are diverse. So you do a buy X, get Y. And then on Cyber Monday is like site-wide. And so make sure they're diverse if you're going to split. Offer consideration number 2, don't be afraid to offer discounts because people expect it. Like if a discount brings in profit, moves product, and grows your customer base, it's worth it. Just take advantage of the time. There are only so many sales moments throughout the year. Don't be afraid to deep discount. Don't deep discount yourself into a loss unless you're trying to liquidate product. So on all your main stuff, I'm not going to go upside down on this, but the goal is to stack our customer base so that going into Q1, we have a stronger foundation of people that we can then leverage to make it through and have more profit in Q1. Number 4, it seems so silly, but I see this happen all the time. Auto apply discounts when you're running this. So like if you're going to say, hey, 30% off for Black Friday in your emails and in your ads and on your website, but then you make them have to enter a code. Here's what's going to happen. Someone's going to see the ad. They're going to get excited. They're going to click on the ad. They're going to forget the ad even existed. They're going to go to your website. They're going to add all these things to your cart. And then they're going to be like, well, where's my 30% off? Because they didn't copy the code. Nobody copies codes. If you're on Facebook and you're trying to like copy it, it copies the whole paragraph. Nobody remembers codes. Nobody copies codes. You're going to lose so much if you don't auto apply the discount. So just auto apply whatever you're doing. Remove that potential friction. Number 5 consideration is narrow offers equals narrow sales. So if you are not doing a site-wide thing, just keep in mind that the more narrow it is, the more narrow your sales are going to be. If I said, hey, 50% off this one product, you're going to have a lot less people that are like, oh, I don't like that color. Oh, they don't have my size. Oh, I don't like that flavor. I don't like that scent. I don't like that, insert whatever. You're going to lose out because people that don't like that are automatically excluded. Same thing with the collection. If you were to only discount a collection, you're going to lose out on the larger grouping of people that just don't need what they need from that collection, what you have, or it's just not their preference or what they're looking for right now. So narrower offers equals narrower sales. Number 6, tiered discounts are confusing, and I talked about this. They can work, but they don't tend to perform as well in most cases. Number 7, consider different ways to frame the same discount if you're going to split. So if you're going to split Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you could do the exact same thing. So like, if you sold, I'm just gonna use simple math here. If you sold a $30 t-shirt, you could give 33% off. Let's say you sold $30 t-shirts and you gave 33% off your store. Well, that would be, you could give 33% off. You could say $10 off each t-shirt that you buy. Same thing. You could offer a buy 2, get 1 for 50% off. You could even offer a buy 3, get 1 free, or a buy 3, get 1 for $1, which is basically 33% off, except you make $1 extra. And so those are I'm looking at my notes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways of saying the same thing. I could give 33% off, $10 off, buy 2, get 1, 50%, buy 3, get 1 free, or buy 3, get 1 for $1. It's the same thing. So if you want to offer the same deal but make it feel different, you can frame the discount in a different way for Cyber Monday. So have some fun with it. Number 8 is to limit stock and create actual FOMO, so fear of missing out. And so you could set a limit on how many units of a product that you're going to sell through Black Friday. If you were doing like a collection specific thing, you could set limits in it and then just use an app to add some actual like stock countdown timers so they know, or scarcity timers so they know how many are actually left. Number 9. Make sure that you save site-wide for Black Friday, Cyber Monday if you're doing any deals before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So a week or two beforehand, if you're trying to capitalize on some stuff, or end of October, beginning of November, if you're really trying to do some promotions on your own, save all site-wide stuff for Black Friday, Cyber Monday so you don't cannibalize the urgency at that period of time right this moment. And then number 10 is that my actual recommendation is that you do a single offer from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. I save that for the end because if I'm looking at all these things, unless you have a lot of experience and a lot more resources to do two different things, it require two different sets of assets that require different maneuvering of banners and sticky banners or announcement bars and the featured images, and you have the capacity to do this and you have a wide understanding of your audience and what they want. My recommendation is that you just run a single offer over the entire weekend, Black Friday through Cyber Monday. And if you want to know the offer structure, I would recommend it would just be site-wide. It's going to include everybody. It's going to be really simple to understand, and you're going to alleviate anybody feeling like they missed out if the deal was better on Black Friday than Cyber Monday, or reverse. So those are 10 offer considerations as you're prepping Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And now the only other piece I want to cover in this episode is the website. So once you've selected your offer, which in my opinion, the offer would be single offer Friday through Monday, and it would be a site-wide deal. And once you've prepped that, then you have the website component of it. And when we look at a website, we kind of look through two lenses. We look through the lens of average order value and conversion rate. And if we could get both of these things up, we're going to benefit twice as much. Because if we get a high conversion rate because we give a huge discount on everything, but our average order value because of the discount shrinks, well, then the net revenue at the end of the day is the same as if we had a high average order value and a low conversion rate. But if we could bump both of them up and do just a few things to get those improved, it's going to actually help us win on both fronts. So I want to give you just 3 things. There are more that we do. I'm not going to cover them in here. If you want to see more that we do with like lots of additional ways to boost your average order value, we're going to be covering that inside the workshop with examples and recommendations on all the tools so you could just plug and play. But I'm going to give you the top 3 that I would do. So number 1, to prepare the website, you need to prepare your homepage. And the homepage is the most visited page on your website unless you're running a lot of paid traffic to another page. But the homepage is the most visited page. And so because it's such prime real estate, we need to take advantage of it. And so this is going to really help with your conversion rate. And so here's what the perfect homepage looks like. The perfect homepage looks like people land there. The navigation is simple. I see in the banner, the little banner at the very top, or some people call it I call it the sticky banner. Some people call it the announcement banner. It reflects what the deal is for that weekend. And it has great clarity in the featured image. So basically when I land above the fold, the featured image has a great deal of clarity that lets everybody participate because the offer is super fantastic. And on top of that, it has holiday flair built into it that leans into the emotional, nostalgic feeling of being on this site because it has this holiday flair. And then right below that, above the fold with a good call to action is some collections of maybe Christmas themed products or items that you have just recently released that are for sale because people are usually buying Christmassy themed things for Christmas. So if you have new products or things that make sense, put those right under the above the fold section, which is the featured image on the homepage. That's the first thing that I'm focusing on for the website, and that's going to help with conversion rate going up. The second thing is utilizing countdown timers. So 2 ways we like to say we move people in the marketing space, and that's with scarcity and with urgency. 2 levers that if you pull those levers, it's going to really help move a volume of people. And so the good thing is Black Friday, Cyber Monday presents natural urgency. And so because of that, there is an actual time when the deals will end. And so to really emphasize that time, using countdown timers is going to help. And so when I say countdown timers, there are really like 3 places that are great to use countdown timers. Number 1, in your banner. So that sticky banner at the top of your site, you should make it sticky. That little thin banner at the top of your site should outline with great clarity what the offer is. Like, hey, 30% off site-wide through Cyber Monday. And then have a countdown timer that is literally ticking down by this days, minutes, seconds. That's going to create natural urgency. You could then double down on that and you could have this countdown timer widget on the product page as well. And that's gonna double down on that. And then third, in all of your emails, you could have a countdown timer. So all of your existing database that is seeing those emails and clicking sees a countdown timer in the email that's ticking down inside the email. They click on it, they get to the page, it's in the banner. They click through the products, they see it right there. And it just creates natural urgency. There is a tool I recommend. It's called Essential Countdown Timer. We'll go ahead and include a link in the description, and it's like $5 a month for Shopify. So check that out. That is going to help with your conversion rate. And then the third thing, at least for this episode that I'm going to give you, is spend some time building the perfect cart beforehand. And I define the perfect cart as this. The perfect cart is built to move the customer toward checkout while maximizing average order value and creating a great experience. And so within this, there are 4 things that I really make sure that I would really make sure, if you can, based on what you sell in your business, that you have these 4 things. And so 4 things that I believe create a great experience, as well as move the customer forward and also increase their average order value. There are 4 things. The first thing is what's called add to unlock. So if you use a tool, and by the way, the 4 examples I'm going to give you, Monster Cart does all of these. Just go get it. It's fantastic. It starts like $13 a month. We'll have the link in the description. And so the first one is add to unlock. And so what this means is when I add a hoodie to my cart, it'll pop the cart out to show me that I added it. And then it will show me in my unlock bar at the top how close I am to getting free shipping, or how close I am to unlocking a free gift, or how close I am to getting a discount. And you can do all 3 of those. You could say, maybe my free shipping threshold is 75. And then I say, hey, you unlock there's a free gift unlock when you spend more than 99. And then there's a 10% discount unlock when you spend more than 125 or 130 or 150. And so add to unlock is a great way to gamify your cart in a way that increases average order value, because people want to reach the free shipping threshold or get the free gift or get to that discount. So that's the first thing I really love, and I believe should be in every perfect cart. The second thing is buy more, save more. So like if you have a product that, now this doesn't apply to everybody, but if you have a product that people could buy multiple of, if you have supplements, this is a great one. You can have in the cart where they could just simply click and they can go from 1 bottle to a 3-month, 6-month, or a 12-month supply. You're going to mathematically have people take you up on it, and it's going to really boost the average order value. And the third thing in the perfect cart would be order bumps. And so order bumps can be different things. You could holiday theme some of them too. You could offer rush processing for $4.99, so that way it bumps them to the front of the line. You can offer shipping protection, which, by the way, if you ship something to somebody and it broke in the mail, you're probably going to fix it anyway. So why not give people the opportunity to pay for shipping protection? And so these are some additional things you can add. And so an order bump is where you could just check mark it, and you hit the check mark, and then that allows you it adds it to their order very easily. So that's the third thing, order bumps. And then the fourth and final thing in what I would call the perfect cart is recommended buys or frequently bought with. And so this is where when you buy a hoodie, it then shows them some additional options that they could just literally click add, and it would add it to their cart straight from there. But ideally, it's going to show frequently bought together. And so that would encompass the perfect cart. So if you really want to enhance your website and prepare it to increase conversion rate and average order value, focus on the homepage, make it Christmassy, reflect the deal, have great clarity, add the holiday flair, add the banners, add countdowns to your banners, to your product pages, and to your emails, and then work on having the perfect cart. Use Monster Cart. It's going to make your life easy if you're using Shopify. And please, like if you don't clarify your free shipping threshold, make sure that you are clarifying that too, by the way, which you can clarify that with the add to unlock inside of your cart. Now, this doesn't include things like pre-purchase upsells, in-cart upsells, or post-purchase downsells. So pre-purchase, post-purchase stuff. This isn't including those that you can also do. I'm not going to get into some of those things. That's the stuff that we'll actually cover in the workshop. But this is part one. So you need to prepare your offer, figure out what that's going to be. Number two, you need to begin preparing your website so that you can hit the ground running with the consolidated acquisition timeframe that we now have, because it's going all the way in Black Friday, Cyber Monday is going all the way into December. And so hopefully this was a little valuable. You got some gold nuggets here that you can kind of take away, because next week we're going to release part two, where I'm going to get super nerdy and I'm going to talk about the content in the ad components. I'm going to go through things like budgeting and ads and targeting and campaign structure and all the other things that everybody wants to know. We're going to talk through those and give some recommendations on how to really prepare for it and make the most usage of all of your marketing fronts for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But if you're like, hey, that sounds great, I love the podcast, I'm gonna listen, but I'd like to get more hands-on in a workshop, in a Zoom workshop just with me, and you wanna dive deeper, you wanna build your plan, you wanna get our templates, you wanna have the visuals on all of this, we are hosting our 3-hour best Black Friday ever workshop on November 7th. So if you want to take advantage of that, tickets are $95. If you implement everything, you don't make at least $95, email us and we will happily refund it. But the link is in the description. Check it out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.